Hello everybody, my name is Damon, and welcome back to some more Steins Gate. For you guys, it's only been, a little less than a week since last episode. For me, it's been, I played this last in, what is that? Is that August? That's August, right? And it's, December, so it's been about 3 months. Almost exactly, about 1 day off from being 3 months. Wow. Anyways, this is gonna be be posted after Christmas. I'm pretty sure, obviously it's gonna be posted after Christmas. So happy holidays to you people. Hope you got what you wanted, or if you didn't, hope you enjoyed your day. Anyways, even if there was no one around, hope you enjoyed being yourself. And hey, maybe my videos can help you enjoy the day, or something. This garbage. That garbage. I don't know. About 22 hours have passed since I made my mind-blowingly awesome proclamation. Yeah, about using a pager or something.
Hello?
Luca enters the lab shyly, just as he did yesterday. Oh yeah, we're doing this again. He gives me a bashful smile when our eyes meet.
Mom had a pager. Yay! That's great, Luca-kun! Now we can proceed with the experiment.
Oh, Lucas's girl version will definitely be Moe. Well, I mean, if they are the exact same appearance, strange as that is, Mayuri, Kurisu, and Dara are already on standby. Sending an email to a pager. Yesterday we argued about whether it's even possible. Eventually we settled on, probably. Data is data, after all. The rest depends on the pager radio wave stations 8 years ago, but it should be fine as long as our data gets through safely. We already googled how to send data to a pager. For the pagers back then, you would first enter the other person's pager number, then, if in the Kanto region, enter *2*2. After that, you would enter the numbers to send. That's how it worked, apparently. Weird. Pagers in 1992 could only send numbers. Phone number display functions were also yet to be implemented, so your number was hidden from the other person by default. A few years after that, pagers started to implement Japanese character displays, enabling functionality similar to that of email. Therefore, the D-mail Luca goes about to send, it's technically not a mail though, has to be sent in numerical form. Naturally, I have a conversion table for that on hand. You can find information even from 18 years ago if you just Google it. I was pretty worried by the lack of information on pagers at first, but that's my little secret. Alright, Luca-ko.
Urashibara-san, you need to think about what to send to your mother in the past. Eh? I do?
If you want to grant your wish, then you must open the door with your own hands. We can only show you the way.
I understand.
We explained to Luca the function of the phone wave named TVA. Numbers we're sending are 1 byte characters, so we can only send 36 of them. Pager's number-to-letter conversion system uses 2 numbers to correspond to 1 Japanese character. Furthermore, since you need to input #2, that means you can only send 16 hiragana characters. Luca-ko, understanding everything, takes out a notebook and begins writing drafts for the pager message. Okay, what can you possibly send in 16 characters? Well, I mean, hiragana, English, different things. I showed Luca the site I found. Reads pager number and letter conversion. Pager typing is commonly known as two-touch typing, or pager input. It's somewhat different from cell phone input. You choose the consonant and then input the vowel. Okay. The consonants are A, K, S, T, N, H, M, Y, R, W. Yeah? Are you sure about the first one? That's not really... I guess that's just regular old, non-consonant vowels. But what about, D and G? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Basically, to input K, you press 2 to input the consonant K. How do I do this again? I haven't played this game in a while. How do I bring... No. No. Not what I wanted. Did not want that. Wanted to know how to open up the Phone, there we go. Okay, give me a second. Basically, to input K, and I haven't gotten a mail this time. That's unfortunate. You press 2 to input the consonant K, then you press 4 for the vowel E. This is a pain. Let's just send 831, 831, 831. That should do it. What do you... Fadis?
Sign of increasing misfortune. Oh no, he escaped, yeah? If we don't find him and kill him, misfortune will fall upon Akiba, yeah? His name is the End of Tutorial. He's small and nimble, and he cries choo-choo. Yeah?
Choo-choo. Huh. Who do we know that goes
Choo? Come here quick, Fari's need your help, Nyan.
He, a rat? What kind of cat girl's afraid of rats? You disappoint me, Fadis, Nyan Nyan. We need your help? I can help. But it won't be cheap. I can help you against the threat of war, too, but, the price.
Why 831?
8, yeah, 3, sa, 1, E. For veggies, yes I, duh. Veggies, veggies, veggies. We just have to drill this into Yukashi's mother's brain.
She'll just pass that message off as a prank.
Then, how about 29292929?
I'm gonna regret asking this, but what does that mean?
Me, ku, me.
Why do you want it like meat?
That's not it. If you keep repeating me, then she'll actually start to hate me and want to eat vegetables instead, don't you think?
Yeah, no.
Okay, don't have to be so cruel. The Koko completes his composition while we speak our nonsense.
How about something like this? Mom, eat veggies, okay?
Isn't that a little too vague?
And the first mom should go. That'll just make it harder to believe.
Then, eat lots of veggies to give birth to a girl.
That seems a little too long, don't you think? That's a little too direct, and it's over the character limit, yeah.
Eat veggies for healthy kid.
Wait a sec. According to the conversion chart, it looks like you gotta do 2 more numbers for voice consonants.
Yeah.
So that sentence is 4 bytes over.
Then a little modification. How about eat veg for healthy kid?
Isn't that a little too informal? You're talking to Urashiba-san's mother, you know? Would she understand the veg for part?
You have any bright ideas? Here she shrugs her shoulders and says no more. We got some tight limitations here. Then it's settled.
Come on, let's type it out.
Yeah, but isn't it going to be a little awkward? Because so far none of you have remembered the past changing save for Okabe, and if Lukako's gender changes, again, like I said last time, butterfly effect, that could change quite a lot other than just her gender, his gender up to this point. That could cause him to get hit by a car because he went into the girls' bathroom instead of the boys' bathroom or something like that. When sending to a page, the number encoded message is handled like a telephone number, so we must enter the input into the X68000. Yeah, that. those numbers were inputted. The long, random-looking string of numbers is complete. Alright, we're good to go. Now we just activate the phone wave, name GBA, and have Lukako call. Microwave timer is set to 154152 seconds. It should arrive around January 1st, 1993. Margin of error is around 1 to 3 days, I guess. Leave your calculations a pain, so I ignored it. Yeah, you, ready to become a girl? Not that you'll know the difference. Luca's slender finger starts to tremble on the top of the enter button. Ready? I'm starting it up. Luca looks at me with tears in his eyes, then nods faintly. Oh boy! Discharge phenomenon soon occurs! Luca flinches and takes a step back. but then I see determination flare in his eyes. He sets his jaw and pushes the enter button. Here we go again, Okabe! As we fall lower and lower in diversion, a wave of dizziness hits me again. Place a hand on the table to support myself. Dizziness slowly fades. Little by little, color returns to the world. Not again. Reading Steiner activated again. Did the world line change? I look around the room. Unlike what happened with Moeka, Luko is still here. He blushes when he notices my stare.
Okabe-san, could you please not look at me like that?
Don't grope. Don't do the grope. Don't do it. Fold my arms and tilt my head. The core appearance hasn't changed a bit. Paying particular attention to his chest, and his chest, and his chest. As a guy, it's natural for him to have no breasts. But if he's a girl now, then that's a different story. That washboard isn't tiny breast level, it's no breast level. I'm sure someone would know what you... It didn't work. No, that's not the thing you should start with. So, the eat lots of vegetables to give birth to a girl thing Kurose talked about was nothing but fringe science. What kind of scientist believes such a flimsy theory anyway? You haven't done any tests to prove this yet, Okabe.
What didn't work?
Everyone, including Lukako, looks at me in confusion. Don't you remember? Just now we used the phone wave named TABA to... Oh yeah. They don't remember. Slap a hand over my mouth as soon as I start talking. That was careless of me. As our previous experiments proved, the activation of reading Steiner means that the world line has changed. And I'm the only one who carries his memories through the change. Nobody else here knows what we did. No one else knows what happened. Sorry, it's nothing. But then, clearly if the world line changed, and let's say Lukako didn't change genders, which we know that she did, that he did rather, now he is she, something else must have changed, Okabe, and that is a very concerning thing, to not know what changed by sending that text message, that pager message. Afterwards, Mayuri and Lukako happily go out shopping for lunch at a neighborhood convenience store. Christina, I want to ask you something. Is Lukako... What pervy act do you think about this time? Can't be too careful around the pervy duo.
We're not a perv duo. We are a pervy gentleman duo.
Whatever. Seriously, whatever. Can't ask now. It's really annoying that no one else remembers. Don't want to think about how curious you might react if I suddenly ask, is Lukako a girl? Should wait until I can get Lukako alone. Check then! Dude! You are really not helping the situation here! Considering our experience hasn't changed at all, it's very likely that the sex change failed. No, I don't believe that. In that case, what did Lukako's DML change? Exactly, something that had to have changed. It's just like the Mocha experiment. The result is different from what we expected. The real problem is that we have no control. And no one to assist you. After I leave the lab, I head to Meikuin-yan 2 to think. Daru sits in front of me, waiting impatiently for Faris to bring our order. Daru. What do you think about D-mail, friend? What do you think about this thing that we could change the past with?
It's cool, but it's kind of lame at the same time.
What's lame about it?
I couldn't use a man with my right and match against Faris' turn.
Now that's a selfish reason. As our experiments have shown, D-mail still hasn't reached a reliable sense of precision. A true time machine must remove luck from the equation. Phone wave named TBA is useless unless we can somehow give the sender more control. For starters, there's the problem of how I'm the only one who can recognize the changes. Without my special power, we wouldn't even be able to check the results of the experiment. Ridiculous. We wouldn't even know the experiment happened. Which is... bizarre. Because we would be in an infinite loop then. Because it seems when you send the D-mail, it brings us to a time when we didn't send the D-mail. Like right before, when we said the original D-mail, not the original one, the one we all agreed upon, that we were going to change the Lotto 6, we went before we sent the D-mail to when we were deciding on what the Lotto 6 D-mail would be. If we didn't remember that, we would just keep sending the same D-mail over and over and over and over again, regardless of the fact that the world line already changed. So then, we would be like, alright, we need to send a D-mail to do this Lotto 6 thing. And then Lukaku shows up with the Lotto 6 like, hey, you almost won the Lotto 6, and we're like, we didn't send the D-mail yet, did we? Did we not remember? Whatever, ridiculous.
Yeah, we're getting results.
What about the Lotto 6? Exactly. Pending. Although it was Lukaku's mistake that cost us the prize, he wouldn't have been in a position to make that mistake if I hadn't asked him to buy the ticket in my stead. Why did I do that? It's as if Steins Gate guided the money away from my grasp. Well, because if you had asked yourself to do it, you wouldn't have believed it. No, I need to think positive. Oh, Ian Kilmer will not let this keep him down. I won't give up, for I am a mad scientist!
I don't understand what you're saying, but you sure seem confident about it. Someday we will improve the phone wave named TVA, so that it may be used to send things not only to the past, but also to the future. We'll improve it. No, we must improve it!
What would the point be of sending D-mail to the future?
For that is the choice of Steins Gate.
If you sent D-mail to the future, wouldn't that just be the same thing as, like, making a draft and then sending it to be released at a specific time?
A time machine?
I forgot Ferris's voice. And hey, we got mail from John... Where did Forrest's mail go? I guess Forrest didn't send a mail because we changed... Okay, so changing the past changed Forrest sending us that one mail.
I saw him. Wow, remember how we were talking about Joy-san before? Well, I just saw him on the sheet. The real thing. I gotta shake his hand.
Wait, when was that? Joy-san, who's that? When were we... When did... What? When did we... Mayuri? What are you talking about? Who's Joy-san? An assassin from the organization? No, I'm confused. When did we say this? Hello? It's not in my inbox. Is it? No, it wouldn't be in my outbox, would it? I don't really have much in the terms of, outbox. I don't have any! Why don't I have any mail with Faris? Or Lukaku? Wait a second! Hold on! By changing Lukaku to be a girl, we've never texted Faris or Lukaku? Barely Shining Finger? Not even Mayuri up until this point? What the hell happened? Also, hey, Faris. Faris is standing right next to me. Where the hell did she come from? Damn you, Faris. Eavesdropping is cowardly!
What do you mean? Your voice is so loud, it echoes through the whole store, yeah?
What? No! Once again, I leak classified information concerning the future of mankind!
Here's your iced coffee, and your iced tea, and cat food. Thanks for waiting, yeah?
Darry's order cat food is one of this maid's cafe's specialties. It's not the usual miso over rice, but a stylish risotto instead. It's one of Darry's favorites. It's actually pretty tasty. Faris places the iced coffee in front of me.
Do you want milk and syrup, yeah?
Never!
If Kelma's gonna be like that, I'll pour it all in, yeah? Do you need sugar for healthy brain, yeah?
Despite my refusal, Faris pours all of the milk and syrup into my glass. Excuse me, manager! Oh, wait, that's you, isn't it? Then, speaking some nonsense incantation, she mixes my iced coffee with the straw, and the whole time she stares straight into my eyes. You know, you have a pursed mouth, Faris. That's, pretty sure that's a medical issue you should look into.
Oh, there it is! Fariston's secret technique, eye contact mix.
Daru starts explaining in excitement.
Most maids can't do it without spilling a little, yet Fariston makes it look easy. That's why I love her! It's because of this secret technique that Fariston's reign supreme at Maid Queen's #1 maid!
The iced coffee in the glass changes from black to brown. Ugh, she's dragging me into a pace again! Next, Faris performs the same secret technique on Daru.
Thank you, Fariston. I'll be sure to savor it.
He bows deeply. Such a polite man. Take a sip of my iced coffee. Its bitterness and sweetness flow down my throat. When I look up, I see Fari standing next to me, her silver tray in front of her waist. Do you need something?
I want to hear the rest, Nyan. Kel and Daru having a fun little chit-chat, yeah? Something about time machine. Funny speaking wants to hear, Nyan.
She gives me a babyish look with upturned eyes. I firmly reject her! It's top secret, not for outsiders, but of course if you were to join the future gadget laboratory, perhaps we can make an exception.
And whose big mouth led the whole story here, Nyan?
Well,
Tell Fariston, Nyan.
She's targeting Daru now. Daru, don't you dare break! Don't underestimate him, Fariston. Daru is my most trustworthy right-hand man, the wizard-class super hacker. He won't be tricked into divulging classified information.
We built an amazing machine that can study in most of the past. I did most of the work, of course.
And he's broken. Women are scary.
Is that a time machine, Nyan?
I guess you can say that.
Wow, you're awesome, Nyan. Your big brain makes my heart race, Nyan.
Oh, you mean it? Now I'm embarrassed.
Dumbass. What's with that grin? Yeah, that total grin.
Fire streams are going on a journey through time, Nyan.
I'll bring you along someday.
Daru, don't make promises you can't keep.
By the way, it's among me, but what is time anyway, yeah?
What?
Time is often compared to a river, yeah? Flowing from past to future. But is that really how it is, yeah? If time is a river, then where is the present, yeah? And is it a point? Is it a line? Where does the present begin and end, yeah?
Now that you mention it, I only have a vague concept of time. Never gave it any serious thought.
The present is a leaf floating on the river. It moves along with the flow from past to future.
So, are you riding on the leaf now? When you die, do you fall off, Nyan?
You could say that. All points upstream from the leaf are the past, downstream the future.
Oh, no. But, is that leaf only the present for humans, Nyan?
Meaning?
Humans make units to define and observe time, which is how we know this leaf is the present. But if every living thing in the universe went extinct, nothing would exist to observe the present, yeah?
Faris, you're making the stupid case of, if a tree falls in the forest and no one around to hear it, does it make a sound? Of course it makes a sound, because we know it makes a sound. No one has to be around to confirm that. Of course, no one is there for that particular tree to confirm that it does in fact make a sound, but we can make a pretty safe guess that it will in fact make a sound when it crashes.
In that case, where would the present go, yeah?
Wouldn't something like God or the will of the universe observe it?
But what if God is a four-dimensional being who could freely move through time, yeah? If God is the one who decides the present, then won't our present move with him, yeah?
This is hard.
So, what you're saying is that the present is subjective to the observer. I suppose, if you were to go back in time right now, the present would be in the past, even though we know that the future is coming up, and that would be the present then.
If we go with that assumption, then the past and the future also depend on the observer, Nyan. If Faris were to use the time machine to travel back 1 week, then Kyomandaru Nyan's present will become Faris' future, Nya.
I guess that makes sense.
So, how does the leaf model reflect that difference, Nya?
Neither Daru nor I has an answer to that. Perhaps nobody has an answer. Just like the collapse of casualty thing that Kurisu mentioned. Does that mean that time machines and time travel are impossible after all? Clearly not, considering what we're doing. But CERN's jellified test subjects physically traveled as far as back as 1921.
Anyway, if everything depends on the observer, then clocks are meaningless, Nya. Fun time flies. Fun times fly, and hard times drag, Nya. In other words, the flow of time changes depending on your point of view, Nya.
Speaking of which, as you grow older, it feels like time starts to flow faster, doesn't it?
Jeanette's Law. Oh, right, these tips. Haven't seen these in a while. Yeah, let's look at Yuri. We clearly don't know what that is by now. Homosexual romance between women, or works of fiction depicting such. Low angler, cameraman who photograph female cosplayers and idols from a low angle. Can be found where cosplayers congregate, such as Kamima or Akihabara's Pedestrian Heaven. Shota, an exceptionally cute boy or young man. Such characters are primarily designed to appeal to a female demographic. Akashic Records is the database in which every event in the whole universe from past to future is recorded. The memory of humanity's collective consciousness, not in divinal. Minmei Shobu, a fictional publishing house from a certain manga. In this manga, Minmei Shobu publishes books on fictional martial arts. On the internet, quoting Minmei Shobu is a way to jokingly make statements seem factual. I don't know what that's a reference to. Pager, pocket bell, an early method of receiving wireless messages. Service in Japan started around 1968. After support for texted was added in the 1990s, pagers grew in popularity among high school girls. However, pagers were soon replaced by cellular phones. Pager service was terminated in 2007. And now we're going full circle because we got the whole watch bullshit. 4D, four-dimensional space-time, is comprised of the three spatial dimensions, plus the fourth dimension, time. Three-dimensional beings, like humans, can only move in the three spatial dimensions. A four-dimensional being would be able to move through time as easy as humans can move through air. Hund's rule, the rule governing the placement of an atom's electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with one electron of the same spin before any are filled with the second, known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. I have no idea what I just read. Daibiru, fictional. A skyscraper with offices and a commerce center that opened alongside UPX in 2003, connected to UPX by an overpass. Fictional. A short for Akihabara Techno Forum, a meeting hall located inside Daibiru. Several universities and research institutions held special seminars here. And finally, Jeanette's Law. A perspective on the passage of time proposed by psychologist Jeanette. For some reason, as one ages, time seems to pass by more quickly. For example, 1 year is 1/7 of a 7-year-old's life, but only 1/70th of a 70-year-old's life. By this reasoning, the subjective length of time is inversely proportional to age. I suppose that's fair.
Fine, you think of this stuff sometimes, yeah? I think time might not be as simple as a ribbon, Yan.
Yeah, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets.
The strict definition of time, similar to the question of where is the self, is one of humanity's eternal questions. Countless renowned scholars have left this question unanswered. There's no way amateurs like us can answer it. But, Titor seems to have a pretty fair guess, or at least he did in the anime. I don't remember, in this, if he gave the whole world lines definition thing about it's how, sort of like a creek that branches off and continues to branch off continuously. There's no way amateurs like us can answer it. But there's one thing I can do. Fret not, though physics and philosophy may deny us, our machine has made time travel possible. Am I correct, Daru?
Yeah, that's right.
No, looks like you guys have kicked reason to the curb, yeah? But Vice wants to use the time machine too, yeah? Can I, please?
Sure, I'll let you use as much as you want, Forrestan.
Really, yeah? It's a promise, yeah?
Daughter, don't decide things on your own. Vice springs up with joy and hugs Daru's rotund body. That's all it takes to make Daru look like he's died and gone to heaven. After killing some time at May-Queen, I leave Daru and head back to the lab. The only person there is Mayuri. She's working on a costume. Mayuri, you're like a housewife burning the midnight oil to bring a little more money home.
Huh? Midnight oil? Are we eating?
Kids these days.
Besides, Maishi doesn't charge for costumes.
Seems like she understood the rest of what I said. It was just a joke anyway.
Hobbies should just be hobbies, you know? It makes me happy to see someone in a costume I made.
Well, that's true. No one has to pay to watch my videos, though there are ads now, which, you know, you can have ad blocker. Go ahead, just, you know, install uBlock. I don't really care. I don't need the money to survive at the moment. Not that I've made any money anyways, but that's a different story. Do you want to become a designer? To think of it, Mayuri has never talked about her future.
No way, it's too hard.
Then, what is your dream? Mine is to destroy the system and plunge the world into chaos!
Maishi just wants to keep hanging out in the lab.
What? You want to be a labman forever? I appreciate your enthusiasm, but this lab has no interest in profit. You'll always be hurting for food.
You know, Ocarine, we have 6 lab members now. Isn't it amazing? Maishi never expected we go this big.
That's a sudden change in topic. And for some reason, she's puffing her chest out in pride.
It's all because Maishi became your hostage.
No, that has nothing to do with it. I tricked every last one of you into joining me with my masterful manipulations. I will never be able to get that Okabe laugh. That Hawaiian Kyoma laugh.
You should say things like that, and besides, you didn't trick me.
That's true. You came of your own volition. She joined the lab without me ever asking. When she appeared in the doorway and offered to join, I thought she was a goddess sent from heaven.
Ocarine, can Mayushi still be your hostage?
Is that a joke or a serious question? I can't really tell. Is that what you want?
Well...
Mary drops the costume in her hand, and then she smiles shyly.
Maybe it is.
I believe that's called Stockholm Syndrome. Such a masochist! I had no idea.
Huh? But I mean, as long as I'm your hostage, Maishi won't be owing any of the Ocarine.
I see. Sometimes Mayuri throws me off my game. But if that's a reason for staying at the lab, then I'm happy.
I gotta get going.
Mayuri stands and starts putting away her various sewing tools. Mayuri, about Lukako, do you think for clarification purposes, what gender is Lukako? Just break down.
Huh?
Want to get something to eat on the way back? My treat.
Really? You never cheat me.
I'm in a good mood today. Considered part of the world line changing.
Then, how about Kitchen Jiro? Their minced cutlet is god tier.
She'll get no argument from me. Just leave it to me.
Yay! I love you, Ocarine. Maishi's really happy.
Well, at least she's easy to please. Mayuri and I head for Kitchen Jiro. After that, I'll see her safely to the station. Is that the end of the chapter? Oh no, I guess not. That'd be weird if that was the end of the chapter with Lukako's problem not being resolved. Oh, I got mail? Oh, Faris. I told you it's too late, and you're not. Wait, what's too late? What are you talking about? Your mail was never sent to me. What do you mean it's too late? Too late? What are you talking about? You haven't told me anything. A catastrophe. Was that from... Clearly that's not from the other... world line. Obviously she's not sending it across world lines, and obviously that's not from... the mail of the other world line, because that disappeared in this one. She never sent it. Which I don't understand. God, this is confusing. I spent the next morning doing laundry at the nearby laundromat. When I returned to the lab just past noon, Daru, Mayuri, and Kurisu were all assembled. What about Lukako? Isn't she at lab? Thanks for coming in on a Saturday. Your devotion to science makes me proud.
Yeah.
Kurisu sighs deeply.
It's the middle of summer, but instead of going on vacation, I'm stuck in the sauna with a bunch of pervs. Where did I go wrong?
She's really giving us a verbal beatdown. Wipe your tears, you experimental-loving girl. You experimental-loving girl without a single friend.
I'm not crying.
Besides, you're the only one who told us to be here. Indeed, but the one who obeyed my orders and arrived on time was you.
You know, Keith-chan, it's actually a very honest and hardworking girl. That's what Mayuri usually thinks.
Mayuri smiles as she eats some nuggets from McDee's.
That's what makes it so adorable. Eh? What? How could this girl say something like that while eating a nugget?
Don't let it bother you. That's just Mayuri's nature. I've been with her a long time, so I'm a little used to it.
A Yuri flag. I get it.
Please unget it. Here, Keith-chan, have a nugget. Thanks.
Eh? Why are we looking at Daru below the belt? How do I don't remember how to... no. I guess... don't put that there, it's filthy. What's filthy? While listening to the heart, I go to put my laundry on the table. However, don't put that there, it's filthy. I wanted to remember how to look at the scene. Whatever. I just washed them! Like I care.
Like I care.
What kind of guy puts his underwear in a girl's face? Have some decency.
If you're that interested in my underwear, then just say so.
What? I'm not interested at all. Come on, guys. No more talking about underwear. Mayuri's trying to eat here, okay?
How can you say that when you're still shoveling nuggets into your mouth?
Don't interrupt me! I ended up putting my laundry in the changing room. As I explained to Daru yesterday, I've noticed something about the results of our experiments. The fact that we've never done any of them as far as you're all aware. D-mails have too many uncertain variables. We can never be sure what will happen when we send one.
It's not like we can do anything about that. After all, the result is up to whoever receives the mail. Of course, if you can analyze the recipient's psychology, then you might be able to manipulate them into doing what you want. Though that might be a bit too much for Hoey and underwear there.
You just wanted to say underwear, didn't you?
Underwear aside, the fact that D-mail is still far from... The fact is that D-mail is still far from complete. I need a more reliable time machine before I can expose CERN in the organization and plunge the world into chaos. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I called you here. Today, the purpose of today's roundtable conference is the fact that we have no Moeka or Lukako, despite Lukako being... Wait. Hold on a second. Mayuri said we're 6 lab members strong. That'd be Daru, Kurisu, Mayuri, and Okabe. That's only 4. Lukako is still a lab mem. She hasn't disappeared entirely. Moeka is not a lab mem. She isn't a lab mem anymore. She completely erased herself from being a lab mem. No one even knows who she is. But Mayuri still counted her subconsciously. That's bizarre. Okay. Speaking of, where's Lukako?
Another round table?
If you want a roundtable conference that much, at least go buy a roundtable. Remember what Green said, Keith-chan? Roundtables in our hearts.
Mayuri-san, you're really innocent, but you shouldn't take everything Okabe says seriously.
Really?
The roundtable doesn't matter now. More importantly, the purpose of today's meeting. is to explore methods of true physical time travel, not just email, with the objective of sending someone to the past like CERN has. Preferably not in jellified form? Don't be ridiculous. That was fast. And she's glaring at me harder than she was during the whole underwear thing.
CERN has the best equipment in the world, and even after 9 years, they still haven't succeeded. They can't possibly hope to accomplish something like that. You'll become a jello pudding.
Why are you laughing about that?
Kinda sounds like a Jello Froggy. Why did those things get popular anyway?
This isn't a laughing matter.
Isn't it too early to give up? Haven't we already succeeded with the email, a first in human history?
But we're not the first. Didn't CERN do it before us?
Humanity's first time-traveling email. For we who have achieved that miracle, nothing is impossible.
Such baseless confidence. Anyway, wasn't it just a coincidence that we discovered email? We still haven't figured out what's functioning as the lifter.
We just need to figure that out, don't we?
It's futile. Futile. How do you solve a problem that even CERN can't figure out? If you can't set the destination, then you don't know where you leap to.
I'll pass on living in deep space, thanks.
That is a problem. If you can't control where you'll end up, your time machine is worthless. Wait a second. We don't set the destination when we send a email, yet it arrives where we're supposed to. How do you explain that?
Now that you mention it...
You said the mail address, right? Isn't that enough?
The mail address isn't a dimensional coordinate, Daru.
Is it? I don't think a phone signal can be received millions of kilometers away. I bet you get a busy signal or something.
I bet the signal would just be dispersed into nothingness. I stare at my phone. Maybe our cell phones are acting like black holes and white holes.
You shouldn't speculate that. You have zero basis.
I don't even know. Okay, I'm. What the hell is Where's General for you? Fictional series of plush straps featuring an ugly yet cute frog character, which became a fad among high school girls in Shibuya 1 year ago. After the Shibuya earthquake, the series was cancelled, and their popularity faded rapidly. Interesting. A white hole. The reverse of a black hole. While nothing can escape a black hole, everything is ejected from a white hole. The existence of white holes is hinted at theoretically, but actual proof is impossible. They've never been observed. Well, clearly, you can't observe a black or a white hole unless you see it while it's happening, which isn't quite possible. Everything moving out of the white hole would be moving faster than light, which means in a blink of an eye, it would have ejected everything. Because while a black hole absorbs everything, so you could still see it absorbing, once a white hole ejects everything, there's nothing left to eject. The white hole is gone. Somehow, would it then just... I guess it would just turn back to regular space. Is it possible that we form a wormhole?
No wormholes have been confirmed to exist.
Yeah. Very soon Jarvis falls silent. The problem has them stumped too. Myra is alone smiling. She probably doesn't understand, is just smiling because she feels like it. In any case, the cold hard truth is that D-mails arrive precisely when and where we want them to. We're ahead of CERN in that regard. Now, can we apply D-mail technology to physical time travel?
But with emails, you can only send 36 bytes of data. No way you can send a whole person with that kind of limit.
It's the same problem that CERN's having, and the reason the subjects turn into jellymen.
If you want to become a Jello-Crane, I'm not stopping you.
Recalling the fate of CERN's researchers makes my skin crawl. Curved black holes, fringe singularities, supergravitational space-time distortions. If you can adjust the lifter's volume of electron ejection, you might be able to make the ring singularities naked. But even CERN is having a hard time controlling the lifter. Even if we do figure out what's functioning as the lifter in our time machine, I doubt we'll be able to solve the problem easily. Meaning that at present, we can only send a mere 36 bytes of data. I wonder how much data there is in a human body. I bet it's more than an exabyte.
It would be best to leave physical transfer aside for now. Sending data through time is an amazing feat by itself. We should be satisfied with what we've got.
Sending data through time is enough, huh? Such pessimism is unbecoming of a scientist sworn to uncover the secrets of the universe.
I'm telling you to know your limits. If you're going to uncover the secrets of the universe, you need personnel, equipment, and funding to rival CERN's. It's one thing to set lofty goals, but this impoverished lab has no resources to speak of. I've been thinking, maybe we should bring the phone wave to a proper research institution and trust it to a specialist. CERN's keeping their time machine research top secret, so if we make an official announcement, it'll benefit the future mankind.
If we make an official announcement, the organization will become aware of my existence.
Oh, come on! I'm being serious here. This isn't the time for your childish.
And we've hacked into CERN. Those heartless bastards will do anything, even experiment on human beings, and behind them is a power greater than all the nations on Earth. If we make the phone wave named TBA public, they might have us erased.
You watch too many movies.
The name Committee of 300 appeared in actual CERN documents.
Yeah, but...
Curses Tomikins.
Mayushi's kinda scared.
Yeah, Mayuri, you really shouldn't be part of this.
If they find out about our hacking, they'll seriously have us killed. I didn't make any mistakes, they keep us away, of course.
Also, and this is the biggest problem, I'll my voice on the card at one of them in turn. If we go public, we won't be able to do cool stuff with D-mills anymore!
Why, you...
No way I'm giving up such an awesome machine.
I am Hoikoma, the insane mad scientist who rules space and time. What I desire is, that's right, chaos!
This guy's hopeless. Better do something quick.
Huh?
Eh?
Everybody freezes. You keep doing this, Kurisu, I'm not sure why we're surprised. Christina, are you an Atchen?
Shut up, I'm not, okay? Despite the fact we've been over this like 6 times by now.
Okay. She's giving me her sharpest glare yet. Her eyes are so cold my spine turns to ice. I nod and swallow what I was going to say. Yes, ma'am. That reminds me, Daru, have you made any progress hacking into CERN? He did say it takes time to learn how to use the IVN 5100, but I know he's been coming to the lab every day to work on it. His monitor is always displaying some kind of program, and his fingers are always busy on the keyboard.
Yeah, right now I'm combing CERN's massive database. It'll take years to read it all. For now, I pass everything that looks important to Makase sheets for translation. Basically, I've gone as deep as I can go. CERN belongs to me now.
Thank goodness you're on my side. If only you weren't so weak to seduction. Christina, report on the status of these translations.
Can you stop talking like that? It's pretentious and annoying as hell. Hell!
Mayuri takes a cute, idol-like pose and smiles for some reason.
Keys-chan, as Okarin's town friend, I promise you'll get to use side talks eventually. I just hope it doesn't take 10 years.
So you're saying you want to stay with me for 10 years? In other words, you want to work at this lab for the rest of your...
It was sarcasm. Get it? Sarcasm.
Oh. Right. Okay. Anyways, give me your report, Christina. If you don't, I'll call you not channel...
Didn't you hear me the first time?
She goes me again. My blood goes cold.
I've been working on the translation when I have time, but so far I haven't seen anything new about time travel. It looks like CERN is still struggling to find a solution.
Maybe they'll have to wait another 24 years like Titor said. Daru, any other results?
Well, looks like CERN's in the middle of a big project, so the LHC is at full operation. I'm trying to see if I can cut in and maybe use it secretly.
What? No way.
Kirsty's stunned. Honestly, so am I.
Is that amazing?
It's not amazing.
It's downright outrageous. Super hack. Oh, what a monster!
Hey, Christian, are you doing that on purpose?
Doing what?
She's a nat channeler, no doubt about it.
Anyway, I'm just doing it for laughs. It's not like we have any reason to use the LHC.
Sounds like things are going smoothly. When do you begin stage 3 of the operation?
What's stage 3?
CERN's most secret forbidden domain. We're going to free the darkness hidden inside.
In Japanese, please.
The IBM 5100 database. I'm asking if you started hacking it yet. Dara frowns.
We can't, remember?
You said all we needed was an IBM 5100 of our own!
Right, that's the problem. We can't do anything without one.
Oh yeah! I forgot this is what happens. Huh? Again, this feeling of disconnect. Conversation isn't making sense. But I got you an IBM 5100. You haven't started working on it yet?
Huh? You got one when?
Look at Kurisu and Mayuri. Mayuri looks confused, like always. Kurisu meets my eyes and shrugs her shoulders.
First I've heard about it.
Impossible! That just can't be! I dash into the development room. The IBM 5100 I bought from Yanabayashi Shrine should be on the shelf inside. It's in a cardboard box, and it weighs 25 kilos, too heavy for a single person to carry. When I go to look, it's gone. It's no longer where I left it. The IBM 5100 was right here. Where did it go? Everyone looks at me in surprise. Why are you staring at me like that? The legendary PC that was donated to Yanabayashi Shrine. You've seen it? Remember?
I don't remember.
Donated to Yanabayashi Shrine? That's stupid.
You sure you weren't hallucinating? It's hot these days.
Despair drags me down like quicksand. We can't hack the database without the IBM 5100. Who stole it? The organization? CERN? CERN has a possibility. Maybe they noticed our hacking and stole the IBM 5100 from the lab. No. Even if they could steal the IBM 5100 from the lab, they can't steal Mayuri and Daru's memories of it! What happened? Kiryu Moeka. Maybe I should check with her first. Could someone other than Moeka have stolen the IBM 5100? I consider the possibilities. Next name that comes to mind is... Don't tell me it was John Titor! Of course. Titor's goal was to obtain an IBM 5100. And I've already contacted him several times. But how did he get my personal information? I'm trying to decide whether I should send the mail, and Kurisu tells me to calm down. High school girl is chiding me. She dares to make a fool of Ho and Kyoma! Irritated, I explained the purpose of the IBM 100 and how I came to obtain one. Shining finger. During that time, I also sent Moeka mail for confirmation. I got an IBM 100. Did you know? Oh my god.